with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. 11 with Jenna. Right now. 11 with Jenna. With Jenna. It's 11.
Who are you gonna call, really? I mean, I've been on the phone all morning. There goes my alarm. That's right. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. It's now 11:12, but I got here at 11:11. I got my roots on. I'm ready to roll. It's a beautiful day. It is Saturday, December 18th, and my niece is coming to town. I'm super excited. Last night was fun. This week was great. I loved, if you haven't seen Tom Altai's show on Thursday morning on 11:11, go check it out. And Brandon, Thursday night on Conversations with the Creatives. Yesterday, Armando, last night, Display and Share t-shirts. Jenna Mammina, 11:11 with Jenna t-shirts. They're in stock. They're ready to roll. And I have this one piece of hair that's really bugging me. And I have other stuff happening, but there's nothing more important than what is happening right here on 11:11 with Jenna. I am here every day, 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. Jump on board. Come hang out with us. If you want to watch it here on Facebook, it's here. If you want to watch it on YouTube, and you are, thank you very much. Subscribe, share the show, show your friends, tell them how much fun it is, because I know how much fun this guy has, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Metzger. In-house. Adidas. Hello there. Woo! Hi, Julie. Hi, William.
Morning.
What's up?
You know, it's blue skies.
Blue skies smiling
Nice
at
day.
nothing but blue skies. Do I see?
Yeah, that's the
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
good coffee, new coffee maker.
Ooh, you got a new, is this the old new coffee maker?
No, this is the new.
Okay, so
This is the one that Cuisinart gave us under warranty, but then bought because the old model doesn't exist, so we agreed to pay the difference or something like that. But
then
the other,
send it back.
the other two, we had the second one crash. We had more accidents, and I do have to take one back. We still have to return one to the store.
Oh.
So we're almost.
So were you up to 4 at one point? Like 2 crashed, 1 they sent, and 1 you bought?
Yeah, the one we bought we never unpacked it, so it's still ready to go.
Right.
So two have been trashed.
And is this the 10 cup or a 12 cup? I forget.
For those keeping score. Oh, that's right. We have the 10 cup that we bought in the desert when we had the wedding, because the host of our place didn't have a coffee maker, or it had crashed or something. But she had Keurig. It's a coffee maker had crashed, so my sister-in-law bought a little one. So we have that's a 10 cup. That's for the backup, which we actually had to use before this one arrived.
I was gonna put a hat on, and I meant to do it, but now I'm gonna do it because we have to celebrate. I meant to a minute ago. So do you have a particular bean that you like?
I have Pete's Grind Me. Oh, there you go. I have Pete's Grind Me. It changes all the time. Half calf one, I have a grind.
Right. You're that guy. Half calf, half decaf makes a big difference, I hear.
Yeah, then I grind it and then I put it in a tin. So the Warriors play again tonight after playing last night. They have, what is it there? They go from Boston to Toronto. So but they have 6 players out tonight.
6.
Only one with the COVID protocols. But so Steph's not going to play back to back. Draymond's got some hip soreness. Iggy's got some knee soreness. Wiggins has got something. And Porter's got his rest. So, but because of Canada, because of all the protocols going out in the country, so they just sent them home. So they'll be playing with B team tonight.
Be interesting.
Yeah, it will be to see if they, they won 3 in a row on the road, so I think they figure they have a long season.
Warriors. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Steph's pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. He had a pretty good week.
Oh my goodness.
Thankfully, he broke the record. They were just out of sync. It was a distraction that really was affecting their play.
During that game, you mean?
Just no, for like the 3 or 4, like the week before, because the last game at home, it was 16 away from it. And I think they were kind of being flippant, but he comes out and says, maybe I'll make 16. You never made 16 in a game before. Maybe I'll make 16. Well, and the coach says, yeah, Steph, if he says he can do it, I wouldn't put it past him. So, he comes out of the game, out in that game, just gunning from anywhere, and he loses his rhythm, doesn't play well that night, they win. Then he goes to Philly last Saturday, and they're still kind of out of sync. They lose. And then they go to Indiana on Monday. Still short. Now he needs what does he need? He needed 7. And he got 5. I think he got 5 that night or something. But 5, he shot 16 or 18. He wasn't shooting very well, and they pulled that game out at the end. They were really didn't deserve to win that game. They pulled it out. So now he needs 2, and he goes to New York on Tuesday. Gets the 2 quickly. Everybody relaxes. He starts playing well. They played pretty good last night too.
Party happens. I almost was going to go to the game in Indiana. But
how far is Indianapolis?
It's far, but my friends that are there, he was a coach in the NBA, and so he.
Oh, what's his name? You said.
And he lives in Indiana.
Dan Marley, that's right. We talked about Dan Marley.
No, not Dan. No, Jim Boylan.
Oh, we have talked. You've mentioned that before too. That's right. Yes.
So he's in Indiana, and.
Oh, you should have gone.
I know. But Chris's wife, she was like, well, I maybe wait, whatever. I'll go sometime. I'm not that.
They played in Detroit already. They haven't played in Chicago. Or have they played? No, they haven't played in Chicago yet. So you can go see them in Chicago.
I could. I might. Or I might just stay right here in my kitchen.
Well, that's the thing. Somebody was saying, the Seahawks game got canceled, postponed from tomorrow till Tuesday. It's in LA.
Oh, it's in LA.
Yeah, they play the Rams have a third of their whole organization is under the protocols. Some testing positive. So
are you gonna go?
No, for the same reason. Why? Why fight? It's a 4:00 game in Inglewood, which means lots of traffic to get there. I'm leaving it by 1:00 for sure. Then the game's over at 7. All the traffic. I'll watch it on TV.
So dinner last night looked quite epic.
It was good. It was good.
It looked good.
With little fillets, the crispy. Oh, but I screwed up the crispy potatoes, but I somehow saved them again. I made a really rookie mistake. I just got confused. I bought a bag of potatoes at the store yesterday. For some reason, I thought it was a 1.5 pound bag. It was a 3 pound bag. So I'm planning on making 1.5 pounds. That's what half batch. So I make the potatoes, but I only use half the ingredients. So I'm thinking, and so I put it in there to bake, and I'm thinking something ain't right. So I go in the garbage, I grab the bag, and it's 3 pounds. So now I got 3 pounds, but I got a half batch of the polenta and the salt and the oil. This is not gonna So
they didn't cover?
No, I pulled it out of the oven, just threw some more oil in there and added some other stuff and stirred it up again and hoped it would, glum. Is that the word, glum?
Glom on.
Glum. And so it got, and so I just cooked them and cooked them and cooked them and cooked them, and it got reasonably crispy. Wasn't my best effort, but it was tasty.
I think maybe you could post the recipe for the potatoes again, because some people just don't have it down. It's a good one.
It
It's a
may
good
be
one.
here. Let me see if I have it. Because now I do it by memory. Let's see, it might be here.
Hi, Bill Winokur. Bill Winokur's here. We are seriously coast to coast right now. Coast to coast with 11:11 with Jenna. Where are all your friends, Jeff? Are they still sleeps?
Nobody's here today, huh? Crispy boneless chicken is the one you want. Truly crunchy roast potatoes, is this the one?
Truly crunchy roast potatoes. But did you see my
Wait.
bracelet I got you guys? I showed it on Displace and Share last night.
Yep, here it is. Yep, okay, I got it.
Post it.
Copy, Facebook, 11:11 with Jenna. Oh, you can hear. And
Look I have a pretend cup in front of me full of it. Nothing. So I'll just put some hot water in it.
I think is it posted?
I don't know. I'm pouring hot water. Oh,
Yep,
it's
it's posted. Okay,
Jeff Metzger is watching. Hello, Nicholas. Nicholas is in Kansas City, Missouri. So yeah, we are coast to coast in all places in between. The t-shirts are looking pretty groovy. There's one that looks like this t-shirt, the 11:11 with Jenna magnet. Do you have a magnet?
I don't think I do.
Do you guys put magnets on your fridge?
No.
I didn't think so. Do you have anywhere that you could put a magnet, like on something in your garage, maybe?
I can lean it up against the window with this.
Morocco. We're just talking about your. Hey, those are groovy pants you have on.
Yeah, oh shit, we weren't supposed to see those.
Are those your jams?
You weren't supposed to see those.
Why? Are those your jams?
It's like the Curb Your Enthusiasm episode last week. Did you the one
No,
where
I haven't seen it.
no, but I mean basically he wanted the guy to, I won't spoil the episode, but he basically the videographer, can you like erase that part? let me redo
William
it.
could do that. But anyway, there are t-shirts, some with my face on it. And William, Rob, Mayor's going to send you a design of Lillian with 11:11. But oh yeah, Rob loved that episode. Do you parboil the potatoes and use goose oil? Goose?
You could. I think it might. You could call for it. You could actually do some. You could do duck fat or goose fat. Sure, you could. In fact, have I done it once like that way? I forgot the recipe.
I did it with the duck
What does it
fat.
say?
I had to. It said duck fat.
What does it say in the recipe?
Goose. I think duck fat.
No, this one just says. I mean, you could, but the recipe itself just says safflower oil, rice bran oil, peanut oil, corn oil, sunflower oil.
It's a lot of oil.
So this one doesn't call, but you could, let's see his notes.
Good morning, Morocco. So Rob did a Morocco last night.
Oh, they do talk about the goose fat. Yeah, you could. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We were talking about your pants.
No, we weren't.
We were talking about the t-shirts. Rob has some different, so you have to just pick which one you want, and then you guys just you send me $39.99 to any of the above places, and you can get a t-shirt.
$39.99 for a t-shirt?
Yeah.
What do you? Is this homespun cotton, for crying out loud? What are you doing?
No, it's actually technological. It's art that was created. It's like a one of a kind shirt for you.
Well, then you should charge $89.99. Let's
Okay.
let's.
Okay, $89.99. You guys, I forgot. Yeah, because what do you pay? Okay, what do you pay for your t-shirts?
Well,
$89.99.
No.
At least 40 though, right? Come on, say yes.
It's some I do.
Okay.
If you get them at the shows, you're going to pay that much.
If you're at the show, you're paying even more.
And t-shirts are probably in that range.
40. Yeah. But
I
if
think
you want to pay
$40.
$89.99, that would be cool.
Is there free returns? Oh, you just froze. Jenna just froze. Am I just talking? Let's see if anybody can tell. Let's see if it's on. Jenna. I'm going to leave and we'll come up again. Okay.
Okay. Meeting live stream. We're here. We're trying.
Are we ready?
Internet is unstable, but I don't know why. I know why, because it's Comcast.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. So
Okay.
how about those? So what's going on? Hi, Patty Loman. Patty's here and Julie Luce is here. We may have lost the crew, but we're here for a couple more minutes. What's your day like today?
Supposed to play 9 holes of golf this afternoon, but that's having some challenges. So I don't know. Other than that, it was going to be home tonight, but the dinner is getting canceled. We have somebody with a cold in the family, so we have to abort that.
I'm sorry.
And I don't know. Well, if I do that, then that's what I'm going to do. If not, I'll go find something else to do.
How's the pup?
Pup is good. Pup is still. Oh, the pup didn't sleep in her crate last night. I think we fell asleep with her on the bed.
Aww.
The pup could be a difficult time getting her back into the crate tonight, but
yeah. I thought when Lillian was 3 weeks old, she tried to commit Harry Carey, and she's like, "Give me the sword! Get me out of here!"
No, she's fine. She's like, in fact, one night this week, she jumps off. She lays in the bed, and we usually pick her up and put her in her crate. One night she just jumps down. Lisa says, "I said, where's Lily?" She says, "She wants in her crate." I said, "What do you mean she wants in her crate?" She's standing in front of her crate, waiting to get in.
Aww.
So I had to open the crate. She walked right in. That night she was tired, but most nights she doesn't do that.
Most nights you have to pick her up.
Yes, and she growls. Big tough. Right.
Lillian was with a boxer Pitt yesterday, and the boxer turned around and started barking at Lillian and growling, and Lillian turned around to her and was like, "Ah, ah, ah," and then the dog went, "Whoa, okay, got it."
Right. They don't recognize their size difference.
No. Julie wanted to know if we're talking potatoes or PJs. I think we're talking potatoes.
Potatoes. We were.
And your guy Bruce now, his grandchildren will never have to worry about anything.
He can hire somebody to cook his potatoes for him.
Okay. So because they started talking about that in November, they were looking at a $410 million. They got it up to $5 million. So how much does he really get?
I don't really know. I have no idea how that all.
Like an attorney, like if you were to do it, what would you get?
Oh, the attorneys. I would doubt that the attorney work is being done on a percentage, probably hourly. So they probably have lawyers doing the work for an hourly, all the whatever it has to be done. So I wouldn't expect.
So he got he cleared the 5.
Well, Landau's got to get a good chunk of that too. He could have. Then you got to wonder. We were talking. Some of those songs. What about if they were co-written? Although not very many were.
Yeah, he's more of.
I mean, Little Steven has got his own book, but so I don't know. I don't know how it all shakes down.
Little Steven is a big supporter and fan and plays with my friend Steve Conti. And there's a cool photo of Steve and Little Steven that Steve Conti posted the other night from his gig in New York. And it's just it's like.
I saw that does Little Steven play with him or no?
Yeah.
I think that thing's still available. Is that the one on Fans Live?
I don't know.
Well, I was looking at Fans Live today.
Steve Conti is bad.
I watched a good portion of a show last night from the Capitol Theater. It was a head count benefit. Oh my God, it was some of the best. Larry Campbell, Teresa Williams, Yorma, Jackson Brown, Lisa Fisher, who frigging slayed it.
Oh.
She did Time Has Come Today, the great Chambers Brothers song. Oh my God. Then she did People Get Ready with Jackson. I got to go back and watch. She did Give Me Shelter. Then they had Yorma and Teresa Williams did a fantastic Sugaree. It was really Amy Helm did Angel from Montgomery. So it was really a terrific show. If you can it doesn't look like they're showing it again on Fans Live, but on YouTube I see that somebody's posted most of the clips.
Lisa, the first time I saw Lisa, I was with my friend Zoe Ellis, who's a fabulous singer. And I just looked at Lisa or Zoe and I went, I'm done. She goes, I know, right? And we went backstage and we hung out with Lisa. And Lisa's like, girl, I'll hang out with you when you're in New York. And I was going to New York the next week and she came to my gig.
Really?
Yeah, she's off the chain magnificent.
Let's see if I can.
I need to get her on the show.
Let's see if I can. Oh yeah, that would be good. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this thing. Okay.
And Steve's ready to come on, so maybe next week. Well, everybody says I'll be here on Christmas Eve and Christmas night, you guys. Christmas Eve day, Christmas Eve day, night, Christmas Day, whatever. I'm here. I ain't going anywhere. I'll go downstairs.
Share. How do I share?
Houlihan.
No, I need to copy this.
Eric Houlihan's here. Okay.
Hey, Eric. Okay, so that's.
Just to note, the t-shirts are 100% cotton natural dye infused in shirt and funds support the 11/11 show. Let me know. Yeah, you have to let Rob know what size you want. And if you want black or white. Or both. Jeff.
Well, that one's okay. Wait a minute. This is the one. How do we get you back on? Wait a minute. That I'm trying to post this. Let's see. How do we do this?
You go to YouTube and copy them.
No, I've already done that. I've got the copy. And I just got to find you.
Go to the latest show.
Yeah, I know, because it pulled up the other
3 of them.
Which one do we have? Okay.
I know, Rob and Carol, right? Standing O. Here we go.
Here we go. Okay, I just posted Jackson and Lisa doing People Get Ready. I think that's Lisa.
Lisa. How's your Lisa?
And for Eric, there was a what did they do? Graham Lesh and Eric Krasnow. They did and with Larry, what did they do? They did a shakedown deal, and then they did Sugaree. I think there was a three little mini dead set in there in the middle. So
I'm sure, I don't know if Gary was there or not, but I'm imagining possibly he was.
Indoors? You think he would have gone to an indoor show last night like that?
He's gone to the Capitol for another show, I think.
Well, if he did, it was a good decision because it was quite the event. Oh, that's right. Yorma and Teresa, they did White Rabbit and Somebody to Love.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa could slay that.
No, it wasn't Lisa, it was Teresa.
Oh, Teresa.
Teresa Williams.
And Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything to watch today? No more Succession till next year.
I know it was a
What do
great
you think?
it was a great finale.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Every
It was-
week for the last 3 weeks when Grace and I watch it, she's like, "Oh, is this is the end, right?" And I'm like, "No, Mom. No, we have 3 more." And then when the thing happened in the pool, "No, Mom, we have one more."
Right. And now, yeah, but they've signed for next year, so it'll continue. I think we're going to get the grand entrance of the princess of Sea Terrace.
Princess. When I say that, Lillian goes, "Yes."
Yeah, really.
Oh, Rob just finished Succession also. I love it.
Layla.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, we had the carpet cleaned in here yesterday, so now Layla's smelling around. It's like, what is all these?
Jeff, watch her, she'll pee on the carpet.
Oh, Layla,
Come here,
go, Layla, go.
come here.
Hang on a sec. Go, Layla. No, you can't smell in here now. Oh, that's right. Go. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm back. There you go. How'd you find that so fast?
What?
How'd you find that so fast?
I YouTube it. There's a few different people that have done their own renditions of it as well. Just playing piano. One guy plays it really slow. One guy plays it classical. It's funny. Yep. Anyway, well, there's this tiny much snow on the ground here. Not even on the ground. It's just starting to snow right now.
I think we're getting good weather today. It looks like it's warmed up a little bit. No, it's less 65.
No rain for you?
65 high today. Let's see. Do we have any rain in the forecast?
We had 65 last week.
Well,
Last
that's cool. It's gonna get. Yeah, oh my gosh. Next weekend it's not even getting to 60. Ugh. We have. Oh my goodness. We have 2 weeks in the 50s here. Ugh.
That's gonna be terrible. What are you gonna do?
Freezing.
That's cold.
Ugh. I don't like the 50s.
No.
I'm only mildly accepting of the 60s. It's got to be the 70s. But
Michael Keel is an old dear friend of mine that I met in Merced, who grew up in Berkeley, right across the street from the house that I used to live in, one of the houses. And he lives in Merced, and he and his wife went to Turlock to go.
Oh, he lives in Merced. Okay.
Mhm.
That's why. Okay. I didn't realize he lived in Merced. I think I must have.
He's a
But it was
nerd.
still I kind of forgotten that. So I'm looking at the post and he put a picture of him and his wife having dinner in Turlock.
Yeah.
No, not most people who don't live in Turlock don't post pictures of going to Turlock having dinner.
Yeah. So they were in Turlock for their wedding or the
The place that they went is new since I've left.
Have you been back to Turlock at all?
I was there almost 9 years ago, 8 years ago for my 40th high school reunion. Before that, it had been a long time since I'd been there. So,
What's your 40th like? Did Lisa go?
No, I hadn't gone to my 20th or 30th, so I said, I'll give it one more. I'll give it
If I really need to go to these ever again.
It was fun. No, I enjoyed.
Did you recognize everyone?
Most everyone, yeah. It was, I think there's a Facebook group of some of us, so there wasn't like I hadn't been in touch with some of them, but a couple that I was closest to didn't show. So that was the last time I was there. There's no family there anymore.
So why go? But would you go to your 50th? I think that'd be kind of cool.
We'll see. We'll see.
I went to my 20th and I had a gig the same night. So that was kind of cool. Like I got to go in, say hi to everybody, and then said, I gotta go to my gig. I'll meet you at the bar afterwards. You know, people try to like be whatever they are. I'm like, I got a gig down the street if anybody wants to come. And a couple people left the party and came to the gig. But the last one we had, there were only 3 of us there. Hi, there she is. I see her. I see her, but
Layla, welcome here.
Layla.
Well, bring your
Yeah,
bone.
Come
Fine. Well, come here.
technically 4 because
No, she's gonna take leave.
she's not into it right now.
Well, I don't know what we're going to see what happens with the, the clean carpet yesterday. So now there's different smells in this carpet.
Oh,
So
oh.
she was thrown. She couldn't understand what's going on.
I moved my bed from one room to the other, and Lillian's like, wait, what? I go, I know. We're just changing up a little bit.
They will adapt to routine changes, but it takes them not immediately.
No. So she's still in bed, actually. She's adapting quite well. She's literally still. What shows are you gonna watch now? What's the newest for you?
We started on Ted Lasso.
Okay, I haven't done that yet.
It's
It's pretty great, right?
We have one more season of Call My Agent. We started watching the Get Back, the Beatles thing the other night. That's fascinating. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet. I'm waiting for the hype to.
There's that new movie. What's the one with? Well, I can't think of it. I can't pronounce the name. The Swan Song, the new one that's out last night on Apple TV. Maher Ali, the great actor.
I don't know. I don't have Apple TV. I need to get Apple.
They have some good stuff on that. Yeah.
I know because the morning show's on there, and I started.
Yeah, we haven't watched that one either. We saw it.
Chaga. I'm putting Chaga in.
So that's.
I'm watching the Sex and the City reboot, which makes me happy because they're my people.
I never watched that to begin with, so that doesn't.
Grace has never watched. Grace is watching the new season with me, and so now she wants to watch. So we're gonna do a whole Sex and the City marathon. Mama Grace has never watched. Now she's gonna see what my life was like in Manhattan back in the.
Oh, yeah. That was you, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Me and my friend Misha and a couple other girlfriends, we would get together every Sunday night, but we would do stuff in Manhattan and then the next week be like, oh my God, they're at Balthazar. They call it Balthazar. I think they changed the name up a little bit. And they could go to Sushi Samba. And at the time I was dating the guy that owned Sushi Samba. And so we were all over the place. We were going to clubs that people couldn't get into unless you knew somebody that knew somebody. And then I was performing at what's his name's places, Knitting Factory, and
Did you live there?
Yeah.
For how long?
I lived in Manhattan on and off for like 8 years. I'd go. I had a room. I had a studio that I shared with a friend in Chelsea, and then I lived in the Lower East Side with my friends Todd and Liz, and then I lived up north. I lived with Abby Lincoln at 108th and Riverside Drive.
I know where that is. Yeah. Oh, that's a nice neighborhood up there. Okay, I know.
Yeah. And then I was with my friends Russ and Carol, and they were at 117th and Riverside, or then another one on Broadway. So I was bopping quite a bit here for a couple of years. Then I was back in California. Then I go back. Then I was in New Orleans. Then I went back. That kind of thing.
We haven't been to Balthazar in years, but we used to go there.
I was there the first week they opened because my friend Jimmy did all the he did the walls. Plaster walls.
Who's the owner? What's the guy? He has other restaurants. He's one of the famous restaurant owners in New York. Yeah.
Oh, and Ben Fung Torres is going to be on the show in the next 10 days, guys. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Rolling Stone. That's where. Yeah, Rolling Stone.
Yep.
A prominent role in was it the
Almost Famous?
No. Well, that yeah, but Jan. Was it a biography or autobiography? Well, it couldn't have been a autobiography because it was a pretty good rip job. But yeah, he figures prominently in the whole Rolling Stone story for sure.
Yeah. So he's got a radio show called Moon Alice Radio, and he's doing a Christmas show, and yeah, they like the breadsticks at Olive Garden. He bumped Buddy Holly for me, and so my song is right after Tom Petty. Is it today? Is today the 18th? It starts today, you guys.
What are we talking about?
Ben Fong Taurus's radio show.
Well, you're on that. Okay.
Yeah. Le Olive Garden. Really, Rob? They did? They took my office staff to an exclusive Italian restaurant for Christmas dinner yesterday. They chose the restaurant Olive Garden. You know, people like the soup and the breadsticks. And you can order a dinner there and they'll give you another one for free, I think. They still doing that? Did you ever see that was it on David Letterman? Where the woman said her favorite restaurant was Olive Garden? I think.
It rings a bell.
Yeah, something like that happened. So what's for dinner tonight if you're not going out?
I've got a piece of New Zealand, the Ora salmon.
Oh. And what will you serve with it? Risotto?
I was thinking of that, yeah.
What do you guys eat during the week?
It's certainly not as fancy. It's leftovers for the weekend, or maybe a little takeout, or roasted chicken, that we get at the store, or it's maybe I'll cook, maybe I won't. It's not as it's not as planned.
Do you ever just have peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or eggs for dinner, breakfast for dinner?
Yeah, or maybe I'll make, there's this cool gluten-free cornmeal crusted pizza that we'll get, and then I'll throw a bunch of stuff on top, doctor it up with eggs or whatever the thing is. And sometimes we do that,
Yeah.
But tonight I think I'm going to. Well, it's only be two of us now instead of four of us, but that's it. So we have to wait. I have to do some adjustment, which means I got to go because I have to rearrange.
Right. Go do your thing. Thank you, Jeff. We're still curious about the lower half fabric that you have on.
Better to keep them guessing.
Say hi to Lisa for us.
Okay.
Jeff Metzger, everybody. See you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, yeah, it's Helen's birthday today. I messaged her. Well, I did a Facebook thing. I'm going to give her a call. I didn't know she had shoulder surgery. So y'all, unlimited salad. Yeah. That's the way to go at the Olive Garden. I think even when you order to go, yeah, because Grace and I went there. We drive to South Bend to the Olive Garden, and we did a pickup, and you ordered one and got 2 meals. How do they do that? I don't know. All right, kids. Well, so we need to find the Moon Alice Radio link. I do. I need to hear my song come up right after Tom Petty. So cool. Thank you for being here today. I will be here tonight with one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert, and tomorrow morning AJ, and tomorrow night Poetry Glam. Get your poems together, people. Get your poems together. Mama Grace, I'll see you in a couple minutes. Lillian's still in bed. You too. Have an awesome day. And I forgot to ask for a letter because you needed to go. So someone want to give me a letter, please? Give me a letter. I might get in trouble if I keep humming that. So whoever throws up the first letter, I'm there. H, and that is for Helen. Helen's birthday today. I love her. I gotta call her and say, hey, how you doing? Wish her A speedy recovery, Helen. Helen, I love you. Please come back to 1111. Please come back and show us some cooking in your kitchen. Some tamales, maybe biscochitos, I'm sure now with your shoulder wow. But you'll be back soon, and Damon always cook for you. That's yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Helen. And anyone else, if it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh yes, oh yes. And so I'll say, stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And everybody come back once or twice, share the show if you like. 'Cause I gotta go, and I'll be back later on for you, later on for you. Julie Luce, she's got goody news, yes. Julie Luce, all clear, and I love to hear news like that. Only good news, and I'm so glad to wear a hat. So I'll say for all of you and everyone, that means you too. Have a beautiful day and happy thoughts, jolly thoughts, healing words, joyful words, and from your heart, a real huge heart, and have a heart just like Julie Lou's. Love hard. Thanks, Jeff.